And the interesting thing too, Brock, is it appears that most of white America, is sitting pretty, right? They're middle class to upper class folks. I'd love to see, the demographics, where the split is, what percentage of white Americans live in that upper echelon of income. We know that they have 17 times the wealth of the average African American family, so that puts them way ahead of the average black family. Again, I referenced the Boston Globe article. If you've never read it, please, go back and read just how depressing it is to read and look at the analysis that these people, they went through painstaking analysis for that article, Brock. I don't know if you, I'm sure you remember,
Yeah.
but
When we talked
yeah,
about it all.
the average family was worth $8. Average black family worth $8 in Metro Boston.
Mark, I'll say this. I think there's no doubt that this, let's call it a softening economy. We may already be in a recession. We're not even going to, we're not even going to see numbers now for a while the government's shut down. And the numbers we are seeing, Trump's already told us he's got to manipulate them and put people in the seat who aren't going to give the real numbers. Is that, you just have to scroll on social media and you see a lot of white people starting to complain about what's going on in the economy and starting to wake up to the fact that these healthcare costs, that they're beneficiaries of these subsidies and that their healthcare costs are about to go through the roof because pharmaceutical costs have already been a problem. And they're all, more and more people are feeling it in their workplace.
Sure.
If they haven't been fired yet, they're certainly worried about it. There's more buzz about pending layoffs. And of course, inflation has never stopped going up. It's just the rate has slowed a little bit. But Trump has done nothing to get prices down, so the cost of living is squeezing people. So yeah, I think middle class white America is starting to feel the pinch, and we're starting to hear from middle class white America. I think middle class white America is less hardcore MAGA white America. Middle class white America is less hardcore MAGA. They're more, casual MAGA. We'll go along with it because it kind of works for us, but we're not as militant as them MAGA. Right. But they're the ones that can be peeled off and will be the first to get angry
Brock,
at Trump and what's going on.
Aren't those the ones that are quietly keeping the racism to themselves?
Yeah.
Suburban
Racism, quiet, only, indoors only, right?
Yeah.
Not posting shit on the Facebook page,
Right. And to me, those are the most difficult ones to deal with because they won't come right out and tell you. That's one thing about the South. They're going to pretty much let you know right off the bat where they stand. Up north, where we're from, you really don't know. Because the education level is so much higher. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts.
People will argue. They'll argue they're not racist.
Right.
I think people have got away. People have gotten away from saying they don't see color because actually that's an insult, and you don't see the other person, right? So acknowledge you see it. Don't lie to me. Of course you see color. Like you're starting off with a bullshit premise. So I think that language has been put to bed. But there's still, it's quiet. It's like pocket racism, right? It's not out in the open. It's tucked away, but it's always there. And kind of can be pulled out at any time. And it's still what people really think, and it's certainly how they vote, right?
Right.
They won't tell you. They'll say it's prices, and they'll say it's kitchen table issues and economics, but they're voting for the status quo, the social order that America's had since the get-go.
No doubt.